Hey YouTube, I've been debating with myself whether to make this video and I thought, yeah, why not? Let's do it. Okay, so I'm bisexual. I know, crazy, right? So basically, my close family and friends know. And people who probably have seen me grow up had their suspicions. Yeah, so I think I always knew growing up that I was bi. I didn't realise that it was a choice for me back then, that it was even a thing. I don't think I even realised that you can have feelings for boys and feelings for girls, that you have the potential to fall for either a boy or a girl. I just thought growing up that there was something wrong, that I was crazy, and that these feelings would just kind of go away, or I'd brush them under the carpet. Yeah. And basically, I remember as young as, I think I was like probably 9 or 10, yeah, just having feelings for girls. It was very rare that I did, but when I did, I realised, it wasn't the normal way to feel about your friend, because, I'd want to play little games and spend time alone with just them, and I enjoyed their company probably too much for a friend. So yeah, I realised that quite early on. But yeah, then growing up, I sort of just brushed it under the carpet and didn't really think about it. I just kind of didn't really talk about it to people. And I was also a bit of a tomboy, like, if there was a choice between blue and pink, I'd pick blue, and the choice between, playing cricket or sitting down in a dress and doing craft, like, I would have picked playing cricket and, getting down dirty in the mud. Like, I would have preferred to do that than just do things that were really girly. And that doesn't make you gay or bi or whatever, but I think that having those tendencies probably are more likely to be signs of, I'm about to sneeze. No, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, so there was that, and then, I didn't think too much about it in primary, but I knew that there was something going on. And then it was high school. I was boy crazy, and that was all real. Like, I want to stress that was real. Like, the crushes I had on boys, they were genuine and real. But I also had these other feelings that I wasn't dealing with, and I wasn't letting myself tap into, just due to fear and just the way I was brought up. And just the people that I knew. I didn't know anyone that identified as bisexual. I didn't know that was a thing, and the gay people that I did know about, family, friends, the way that they were talked about, it wasn't talked about in a positive way, like this person's gay and they've got a partner or whatever. It seemed as, they're weird, they're different. That's not the ideal life or the kind of life that someone should lead. That's the way that they were portrayed to me, growing up. This is not me having a go at my parents or having a go at people that I know, but that's just the way things were for me. Anyway, then it was year 9, I think it was, yeah. I developed a crush on one of my friends, and it really terrified me because it was obvious it was, a real crush. It was obvious that it was real feelings. And I remember just going home and crying to myself, you know, just at night, several nights, you know, a week, praying to God, like, I don't want to feel like this, you know, there's something wrong with me. Literally trying to pray the gay away, and which is sad, but I didn't have anyone really to talk to at that time. And the couple of people that I did confide in as early as year 9, they kind of told me I was confused and that it'll pass, and they sort of felt sorry for me and pitied me and almost looked a bit worried, like, oh no, she's, you know, she's like this. It wasn't like a positive, like, or encouraging message to me, kind of like, well, you know, maybe these feelings are real, maybe you just have to see where it goes, you know. It was nothing like that. It was nothing encouraging. It was quite negative towards gay people. And those feelings, you know, it wasn't normal. But little did I know, you know, other people felt the same way in high school. But I just thought I was, you know, weird and different. So I just kind of swept it on the carpet, didn't think about it. And then I had a boyfriend on and off in high school. So I didn't have to really think about it, and that was for a couple of years, like year 10 to 11 or something like that. So I didn't have to think about it again. And again, those feelings were genuine, and, you know, I was into him. But then it was year 12, one of my friends actually sat me down and told me that she had feelings for me. Which is when I realised, you know, am I either going to run away from this again, or am I going to deal with this, and am I going to actually acknowledge that I have feelings for this person and see where it's going to go? Anyway, so we did, and we dated in my final year of school. And yeah, it was quite traumatic. It wasn't the most ideal way of coming out. I sort of see that as my coming out, because that was kind of when I came out to my closest friends and to my mother, but I didn't get the greatest reaction. I don't want to make this video to have a go at these people. I was angry for a couple of years after high school at particular people because of the way things went down. I just would have preferred to have come out on my own terms, rather than somebody else's, in a way that was just very harsh and traumatic. Because I wonder, you know, if I did come out in a way that I was comfortable with, and on my terms, I wonder how things could have been a bit different. But there's no point in stressing that now. But yeah, the people that found out avoided me at school, talked about me behind my back, spreaded rumours. And these were people that, you know, I counted as my friends at the time. So it was very hard for me, considering I already felt alone as it was, amongst my family and my friends, having that reaction from them, such a harsh reaction from the people that I was closest to. It really did affect me, and it, you know, mentally, like, I was probably, I would say, the closest to depressed I've ever been because of that situation. And I don't think I'm naturally a depressed person, but I found that really difficult. Yeah, and I don't even know what to say about that, but yeah, those people avoided me at school and spread rumours and different things like that. And my friendships ended with them, like, over this. So again, that kind of discouraged me from coming out as bi to everybody, just in general in my life. So again, I kind of swept it under the carpet, and I grew up in a really religious Christian household. So I was always encouraged to go to church and to practice Christianity, and to, yeah, so again, I went back to the Bible, back to faith, back to my church, and sort of put it in a box and called it a phase. Again, sweeping it under the carpet. And for years, I again dated guys, and you know, some of them I really thought had potential in going somewhere in the future, but just things didn't work out for certain reasons. And then after that, I'm trying to remember. So yeah, after that, I actually again confided in some people at church about it, and similar reaction to when I was younger, kind of looking at me in disgust, I would say. That sounds harsh, but that's honestly how it felt. I felt like I couldn't really go to church after that, just because of the way I think that gay people were treated and talked about. And you know, here I am sitting in the pews, and gay people were talked about like, you know, put up as the worst kind of sinner, when I think, you know, the Bible preaches that everybody sins in different ways. Here I am sitting in the pews and I'm going, yeah, well, I'm bisexual. I've had feelings for women. And yeah, that was very difficult for me. Anyway, so here I am, 23. I came out to my parents not too long ago, to my auntie, my closest friends, and here I am. So one more thing I want to stress is that bisexuality does not make you greedy, does not make you a polygamist, doesn't make you, what else should I say, a cheater, or that you're going through a phase, or that you are jumping from one sex to the other, or that you are gay or straight and you just haven't worked it out. Bisexuality is a real thing, and it's so much more common than people realize. It basically just means that you have the potential to fall in love with a man or to fall in love with a woman, and that, yeah, you just fall for who you fall for, and you don't have control over it. I wish someone told me that earlier when I was younger. It would have really helped me, but that's why I'm here openly talking about it now. Excuse me, because it's important, and people need to know that they're not alone. And I could have worded all this better, but yeah, this is my story, and I hope that you got something out of it.